Yo, yo, yo! Falltoberfest 2023 with the
That's
Spitter
right,
Swallow
folks.
Beer Review.
You
I'm
are
Jammer.
correct. You are correct, sir. We are doing,
Oh,
he's right, Jammer's right too. We're doing Falltoberfest, or Oktoberfest by
look at that.
Bells Brewing Company. And a little frozen, I guess.
Yeah, my fridge has been freezing up my beer.
Got it too cold. We got to change that thermostat.
Yeah. Got some nice
Oh,
particulates in there. But that's okay. That's alright. That makes it a nice beer.
yeah.
This right here just has a leaf on it. Look at that, people. It's like Canadian or Canadian.
Canadian. Yeah.
Canadian.
I forgot how we used to say that. Wow. What the hell is that? Anyhow, this is Bell's Beer Advocate gets a 83 to Marzen, 5.5% ABV.
That's awesome, Shagdog. Also, it's crafted as a flavorful session beer and perfect for autumn. Oktoberfest spends a full 6 weeks fermenting with herbal hop aromas. This balanced amber lager focuses on lightly toasted malt that lends body without too much sweetness. Perfect for a week-long wedding celebration in Germany or the start of the Michigan autumn.
That was pretty good. You said horrible there for a second. I was like, what?
Herbal.
Herbal.
I misread that, and then mispronounced it.
It's herbal hops. Herbal.
Yeah. Herbal hopping. That's happening. Or hopping.
Hopping.
Hey, it's got a nice orange actually going into the Marzen kind of color there,
Yeah,
orange.
A little clearer than your typical German Marzen, but yeah.
Yeah. Not as, a good Marzen beer has a nice clarity, and it's just a nice, like, orange rust copper color. It's just, it's glowing, it's got a glowing color.
Yeah.
This one is not like that. It's a little cloudy.
It's a little lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they range from this color to a little bit darker.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have that.
Yeah. My head quickly dissipated, although I like I said, unfortunately my beer got a little frozen there, but it's quickly thawed out and everything. Dissipated, the head did, but it's white.
My head's gone.
Yeah. But it does have a bready, malty sweetness to it. Got that Marzen aspect, but I smell something else there.
Probably Flint, Michigan.
Yep. Yep, that water.
Yeah, could be that.
Do you know if Michigan is still drinking bottled water instead of the water?
In Flint, Michigan, I think they are. I don't know about this. Is made in Kalamazoo, so I think Kalamazoo's all right, supposedly.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. What does this say here? It says Bell's Oktoberfest is a community in a glass. Our traditional Marzen lager has rich German malt flavors and crisp hopped aromas, making it the perfect pairing for the annual festival tradition of drinking beer with friends.
Let's drink beer with friends.
So, my friend Shagdog, why don't we drink?
That sounds good. Hey.
Prosit.
Prosit.
Salute.
Or prost.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
Look through the teeth and over the gums. Look out, tummy, here it comes.
Yeah. Here's to those like us. Damn few left.
Absolutely.
Cool. This one's a rougher, almost like an amber ale style of Oktoberfest. Yeah.
I tell you, Bill. I mean, most of the northern states that do a Oktoberfest beer, they try to hop it up or, uh, yeah,
Crafticize it.
yeah. And Marzen style itself is an awesome style, in my opinion. It's a lager, but it's so rich in maltiness and breadiness and everything. You know, it's just toasty. That's usually what they are. You know, it's just
Mhm. And this is hopped up.
yeah. It's got a little hoppiness to it. You know, and it's okay. Everybody wants to put their flair on it. I get it. Harpoon has their signature yeast that they use and the hops and stuff. And so when they do an Oktoberfest, it has that. It tastes similar to a Oktoberfest Marzen, but then it also has that Harpoon flair.
Right.
Bell's is similar. They do stuff like that too. You know.
Yeah. I've had some good, all right beers by Bell's, but this is not one of my favorite ones. I did this one last year too, so
Yeah. Like I said, I usually don't try to grade it until I get about halfway past the
yeah.
glass.
It does have a little bit of a herbal hoppiness to it.
Well, if you go by what they said, there is an herbal a hop to it. They said it would be there. So you have to give them credit for that. They said it, it's there. You
Yeah.
know, it is a herbal hop aromas. Okay, toasted malt. Yeah, there's some toasted malt there,
Yeah.
and it's not really that sweet.
Right.
So yeah, they basically said that. You know,
Yeah, it did.
so in that sense, they lived up to what they were saying. But
Yeah. Not one of my favorite Marsens at all, though.
yeah, there's more bitterness to it. It's got almost a slight grapefruit piney flavor
Yeah.
there.
The herbal hoppiness, not enough breadiness, maltiness to it for me.
Yeah, when I think of Marzens or Oktoberfest beers, I think of the bready toastiness to it, the
A little
yeasty
bit of
bready.
sweetness,
Yeah,
a malty sweetness, that is.
yeah, exactly. There
I mean,
is
it's
some
not,
maltiness to it, but it's not.
yeah, it's not super bad, but it's not on my Oktoberfest scale of Oktoberfest beers, you know.
And it kind of has a drying or a dry type bitter finish.
Yeah.
So, Shagdog, what are you thinking?
I'm going to give this a C plus and a swallow.
I was thinking about C plus, but I said, you know what? It's good enough to be a B minus.
It's good enough for some of us.
Yeah. Although I am getting a slight hint of, and it's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's something else that I haven't picked up on or know what I'm tasting there, but it's that's similar to what I think it is, which a glimpse of corn.
Could be. Maybe some sucrose or something. Cooked corn.
You know, there's like a glimpse of like cornflake taste.
Uh,
Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something that's similar to the flavor of corn being used, you know, but I don't know because they don't give ingredients. They don't say whether they live up to like the German purity law called the Reinheitsgebot or anything like that.
yeah.
Usually, when beers are not adjunct, they will say it, you know.
Yeah, what happened if a beer like this said they followed the Rhine-Heuschgebot law, but they really didn't? Can someone in Germany come and sue them?
I doubt it, and I doubt anybody would ever figure it out. You know,
Mm,
you'd have to have it tested and see if they use something other than what they claimed.
right.
Now,
Yeah.
not to say that it isn't possible, because there's been other people that have tested certain items over the years and found out that companies have lied about what they were
Right.
saying.
Subway
Yeah, yeah,
foot long was like 11 inches or some shit like that.
yeah, yeah.
But do you think the bread might have shrunk? It was originally a foot.
No, I think that was a deliberate attempt to cut an inch of the bread off. You know.
So yeah, you figure 1 inch every sub, every 12 subs, you're going to save the sub worth
Yeah,
of bread. A foot
yeah.
of bread. Yeah,
And toppings,
yeah,
and cheese,
that's true.
all that's
Yeah, all that stuff goes at the end. Yeah,
in that 1 inch.
right.
So you're saving quite a bit if you think about it.
Yeah, deflation.
Yeah, big question I always have is like when they say it's organic or non-GMO. There's no way of us really knowing if that's true.
Right.
A company that usually does organic also does non-organic, right? Raised vegetables and stuff like that.
Of
So
course.
if they brought in regular vegetables that have been sprayed chemicals and genetically modified and all that stuff and mixed it in, or just ran it one time over because they ran out of the organic, or they wanted to improve their bottom line, the only way we would know is if a employee became a whistleblower and brought it out to the public. Otherwise, you would never know.
That's true. Kind of
Where
like
I
all the whistleblowers in the government right now. Have you ever seen so many whistleblowers on different things? The UFO, the Biden stuff. A whole
Yeah,
bunch of different whistleblowers all over the place. There's a lot of whistles in Washington D.C., folks,
I think more and more
and
people are
people
getting.
are blowing all over the place, Jammer.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are getting fed up and they
Yeah,
are speaking out more now.
right. And a lot of people like to blow. So if you're going to blow something, you might as well blow whistles.
Yeah, I personally think that like with the company I work for, we have a range for the product to be in, and depending on that range depends on whether or not they get a higher yield from their ingredients. So the target may be right here, right? Right in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you see that? Right in the
I
middle,
see,
right
I
there.
see some little finger. You trying to do shadow figures?
All right, so you might want to get the range right here, right? Right in the middle. But they'll go on the lower end to get a higher yield.
Oh,
And it's not so much being cheating the customer, because the company sets a range for the
right.
flavor profile, and this is the range, and it has to be within this range. If I'm on the lower end and run it at the lower end and I get more yield out of it because I'm running it that way, and I get more product to sell and I make a higher profit as
Ooh,
a
oh,
bottler.
that's cheapskate.
Yeah, but I'm getting the money because I'm in the range. I'm still in the company's range,
Right, right. But what I'm saying, how
but
big is
I'm
that
not hitting
range?
the target.
Yeah, how wide is that range from the low end to the high end? I mean, is it like extremely like, wow, that's a big difference from this side to this side?
Well, it depends because let's see. It's usually anywhere between point 0.10 to, see, point 0.10, about point 0.40. So you got like 4 tenths. of a
So 30,
difference.
three times. Right?
So you might be looking for like a 11.3 brick, 11.35 brick,
So it's
which
actually
is a
brick.
measurement of sugar.
I thought brick was water.
Measurement of sugar.
Oh, okay. So even with orange juice, when they used to say bricks, that was sugar.
Yeah.
I always thought that was water measurement or something. Okay.
So you may be looking for 11.3, but you have all the way to 11.10 to 11.6 or 5 or whatever it is. So that's the range, you know.
Is there a measurement for water in that shit?
Usually 4 or 5 to 1.
Yeah, but there's a special name for it or anything? Or?
Not that I'm aware of right offhand.
Man, why did I think brick was water for some reason back in New York? I mean,
Uh,
I didn't need to know the bricks with what I did at the juice plant, but sloppy, is that sloppy or
Slappy
slappy?
Sampson.
Slappy Sampson, happy Oktoberfest.
Yes, happy Oktoberfest there, Slappy.
I said sloppy for a second. I can't read though. Yeah.
Nah, you need glasses, you old
Yeah.
fart.
So,
Yeah, anyway. I picked up on a slight corn there. I don't know if that's.
it could be the maltiness. Who knows? A little bit of maltiness.
I just hope it's not an adjunct.
I give it a C plus and a swallow. So.
What did I give it? A B minus?
Yeah, you give it a B minus on swallow. Yeah. Hey, what do you think? I was watching one of Ron Wright's beer reviews today, and I noticed he's done this. I don't know if he's done this all the time, but when the sweetness of a beer, he'll give it sugar cubes. I give this 3 out of 5 sugar cubes, or it does the sweetness. Sugar cubes. Yeah, I feel like a horse when I'm hearing that. Oh, I got some sugar cubes.
I don't know. I mean,
now he beat you to it again, Jammer. You bought that damn Sam Adams variety pack. Guess what? I think he drank the whole variety pack already. He beat you.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm working on Shagdog time.
Yeah, he can do those beers whenever you want.
I was waiting for you to get the pack. Ah, yes. This is our third in a session of beers that fourth session of beers that we're doing. We got a couple more, at least 2 or 3 more to do.
Maybe 4. I got 4 ready.
I have them ready too, but depending on whether you survive, don't fall asleep on me.
That's true.
But yeah, I can't stand sweet beers either, and there's a lot of them out there right now.
There's certain sweet beers. It depends on, how, what do you call that? The not the blending, but the a little bit of sweetness to the maltiness. It's the levels. I mean, if you got sweet something to offset it. Offset it. I feel like I'm juggling balls here. Yeah, but if you got some sweetness, you gotta it's gotta be masked by something else. It's gotta be a little
complemented
offset.
or
masked. Like a little maltiness or whatever.
Well, they have to go together. They have to work together.
Yeah.
I mean,
blend well together. Yeah, there's certain beers are too sweet, and that's all you taste is the sweetness, and that. Yeah.
I think they make a lot of these beers sweet in order to be able to appeal to women and people who can't.
And people who love
can't stand the bitterness, can't stand the strongness of a beer, because really, if you mix the ingredients and you properly, it has a natural sweetness to it to begin with. So when you're adding a bunch of stuff to it, you're purposely to make it sweeter or flavor,
Yeah.
You can imagine how many calories that one beer I had last time. What was that? The Rainbow Schmiggles or whatever it was?
Yeah, the dark side.
Yeah.
Dark side Schmiggles?
Yeah. That thing was really sweet.
Was it the dark side one or the rainbow?
Might have been the other one.
I can't remember.
But it was one of those Schmiggles one, you know.
Schmiggles me niggles.
Yeah. All right, so you ready to move on to the next one? And you're not even finished drinking.
Oh wait, Slappy had something else there.
All right.
Not a fan of milkshake beer.
Yeah, I noticed that's what the Smiggles seems to be, you know.
Ooh. I mean, do certain beers taste like a real milkshake?
Well, remember that what I was telling you about that one Smiggles I had, it had like a pina colada flavor, pineapple, coconut.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was good for what it was saying it was, you know, and everything. But I'm not a big fan of, you know, tasting kind of like that, you know.
I never had a beer that actually tastes like a milkshake, but
Well, you had that Neapolitan. It was like ice cream.
But that actually tasted like real Neapolitan ice cream. That one, yeah. Now I did have a different Neapolitan ice cream beer, and it was horrible compared to the other one. Yeah.
But that one that we had actually tasted like the ice cream, and it wasn't overly sweet either.
Right. I mean, it tasted really like the ice cream was melted, and you're just drinking the shit. Really. Yeah.
Yeah, the chocolate and the strawberry and the vanilla. It was just man.
Yeah, then another company I did, they had their little Neapolitan version. It was horrible. I was like, oh my God. I can't remember the name of the one we did that was good. But
we could look it up, I'm sure. But there's certain beers that that had brewmasters that blended it just perfect. And I'm going to tell you right now, that pizza beer we had, even though the brewer went out of business and everything.
Yeah. I mean, the beer overall wasn't a good beer. Like, wow, this is a great beer. But they did what they said. It tastes like pizza. Like, not a great pizza, but it tastes like a pizza, yeah?
You tasted the cheese. You tasted the sauce. You tasted the bread.
Yeah, the crust.
Yeah.
Crusty, bready, cheese, tomato. It was pretty good, actually. Yeah, it tastes like a cheap pizza, but yeah, nonetheless, it tastes like a pizza. If you're going to say it tastes like something, it better taste like it.
And man, was it blended well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the song here, Jammer. What is this song?
What?
The song you're playing in the background. That's a famous Oktoberfest song, I think.
Well, I don't really remember it. The name.
Yeah.
You had to roll out the barrels, and then you have what is it? Golly, can't remember. My mind is completely blank.
Berliner polka.
Yeah. Hey, we got a lot of, at least I do now, a lot of Oktoberfest beers because somebody said make sure you get a lot of Oktoberfest beers. So
I didn't say we get 50 of them.
Well, I got them. They're ready to go.
Oh, shit. Well, let's drink. We want to do Oktoberfest next or pumpkin?
It don't matter. We could continue the Oktoberfest beers, or we could fall back to the Falltober. You know.
Yeah, I got a flannel, 2 Oktoberfest, and a pumpkin in the fridge right now. So whatever you want to do.
Nah, shit. I don't know what.
Roll out the barrel. Roll out the barrels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what powerful people do. Yes.
I'll be seeing you. You remember The Prisoner?
Prisoner. That movie?
TV series.
Oh, the guys escaping from prison?
Well, the one guy.
The
old one was a spy who wanted to retire or quit, and then they turned around and took him and put him on an island somewhere.
Yeah. I vaguely watched the original show.
Then they made a remake of it with Jesus in it. What's his name?
Jesus was in it?
Yeah, what's his name? Guy who played Jesus.
Jesus?
Yeah, the guy who played Jesus.
The Jesus on what show? Max von Sydow or?
Remember the guy who was the Passion of the Christ guy, the actor?
Oh, the guy who plays in the Kidnap movie, right? They steal kids to Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't remember the name either.
Can't remember.
You can't remember. I can't remember anything today.
Let's Google it, Jammer, because I just can't live without. No. Who played Jesus in Passion of the Christ? Jim Caviezel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he played in the remake for the Prisoners TV series, and it
Oh,
was
that's
on
right.
AMC. But the
That's right.
problem was, is they tried to limit it and only had it to where you special access on,
Yeah.
and so that didn't last. The reboot failed.
Uh,
Tell me this, all right? So me and my wife goes out. We decided to take a ride. We thought we'd go walk at a park, but then we decided, well, let's take a ride out to the beach and see how bad the hurricane came through that messed with the beach down there, right?
yeah.
So we go down there and we're at the beach, and we see that they not too much badly damaged or anything like that. But then there was a church there doing baptisms on the beach. As we're there, they're talking about going out to the water, and they're all gathering around the water and everything. We're waiting just to see, some people get saved and everything. And as I'm standing there, I stopped and I started laughing. I said, oh man, that would be a great scene. Freaking awesome scene, and we would reboot a whole series for a new generation. And she goes, what? I said, never mind, like that.
I'm saying what?
She asked me that. She goes, what? I said, never mind. I said, yeah, I don't want to get into it because you probably won't appreciate it. I just won't bother, like that. Minute goes by, she turns around and looks at me and she goes, are you thinking Jaws? I said, yes, Jaws. People, I envision it right now. A beautiful day, blue skies and the sun is shining. You got the congregation in their white robes going out to the water to do baptisms in the water, and all of a sudden, dun 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 dun, and the blood gushing everywhere, getting onto the white robes, and all of the contra.
But who's getting it? The pastor or the person getting baptized?
I don't know. I didn't go that far in visualizing.
But who would you rather see get it?
I don't know. I think the straggly one that's over here contemplating being saved but not being saved.
Maybe the one being saved at that point getting baptized, and when they dip him in the water, somehow the shark comes between this way
and just scoops up his head.
Yeah, and he
comes
was
right in.
And you show him beforehand, he is very hesitant about going, not because of the fear of sharks, but the fear of God. He don't know if he want to really be baptized. He doesn't know if God will really forgive him for his sins. Yeah. And then he gets killed by a shark.
Wouldn't that be something, though? Think about the contrast. You got the white robes and the blood and the red and all that stuff on the white.
With the white, yeah.
Yeah. It'd reboot the whole series.
How about if it was a naked baptism?
It would reboot the whole series. Yeah, see, he's already ahead of us. He was on 2, and now he's on 4, and we've been talking, waiting for you to drink that.
I'm done. I've been done.
Oh, okay. He's going to have some mac and cheese.
Hey, that's the way to go. Hey, if you got 4 beers in you, mac and cheese is the way to kind of even it out. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. If you ever tried Bells, give it a shot. Yeah. Tell us what you think.
Shagdog.
Jammer, Spitter Swallow Beer Review, Falltoberfest 2023. We'll be right back. Slappy, if you get a chance, join us for the next one.
Yeah, it'll be about 5 or 6 minutes, maybe 10.
He'll be on his 15th beer then.
Oh, I know. Yeah, all right. See you in the next one.
All right. Take care. Bye.